My name is Luna. It all began with Liam. He was my everything. We met in Nevada State University, and we quickly fell into the depths of love. In our senior year, Liam finally proposed, and of course, I said yes. Meet Sebastian. Seb was a gambler. One day, however, everything changed. I flashed out a $10 million check with his name. You know you want to live like a queen. I can give you that. Really, you're going to ditch me for my millionaire brother. I knew it. Then choose between me and Sebastian. In the end, I made my decision. I chose. Hey, it's Luna again. If you haven't watched part 1 yet, please be sure to do so before you watch part 2 of my crazy story. You can check out part 1 from the link in the description. Alright, with that out of the way, let's move on with the story. Hope you have your popcorn with you as well before we dive into my chaotic story. Liam stared at me with eyes full of tears and fell to his knees. His biggest fear had just come true. I felt guilt surge within me after throwing away our relationship for the sake of a better life with Sebastian. Come here, baby. Let's go. Leave him alone with all that cheap stuff. I'm taking you shopping right now. Sebastian said. With downcast eyes, I walked into the car, embarrassed to even look at Liam. In my heart, I hoped I had made the right choice by choosing Sebastian, even though I was nudged by guilt for what I had just done. Well, there was no coming back from it. I made my decision, and that was it. We drove away, leaving Liam in heartbreak. Sebastian took me to a designer store for shopping. We spent $20,000 on new clothes, and thereafter, we went shopping for new shoes. This is what I had always wanted, right? Then I was supposed to be happy, but that wasn't completely the case. It seemed I wasn't ready to start a new life, but deep inside I was willing to give it a shot. I would never have to work a day in my life, and I also realized that my TikTok would take off because I could post of my lavish lifestyle and garner a lot of followers. There was virtually nothing to lose, or so I thought. The months that followed were the best months of my life. Sebastian even bought me a new car for my birthday, a pink Mercedes-Benz G-Wagon. We ate out at the most expensive restaurants in Vegas and lived in a 15,000 square foot mansion. I was showered with gifts and vacations, exactly how I had thought my life to be as a little girl. 1 year into our relationship, I was ready to tie the knot and get married to Sebastian. He too was ready, and so we planned a wedding that cost us $250,000. You would think that Sebastian was spending too much, but he actually invested $5 million into a hedge fund that made 30% annual returns, so that was actually really wise of him. The day of the wedding arrived, and I was overjoyed beyond words. My joy was, however, cut short when something completely unexpected happened during the wedding. Meet Alexis, my supposed best friend. We were roommates at university, Nevada State University. We quickly bonded since our freshman year and even lived in the same apartment afterwards. Remember how I said Liam paid my rent? I should have said he paid my half of the rent. Alexis and I were BFFs. Noticed how I said were? Stay tuned to find out why. Alexis was the best lady for my wedding since she had been there for me all the way. The wedding began in church, and as we exchanged our vows, something completely unexpected happened. Liam walked in and onto the aisle and asked Sebastian to come clean before he could expose him. A moment of silence loomed the atmosphere of the church for a while before Alexis came to the podium and kissed Sebastian on the lips, a long, passionate kiss. I was shocked beyond words and wondered what was happening. I was so mad and demanded what was going on. Alexis told me that she had been having affairs with Sebastian for quite a while, and what she said next left me on my knees weeping my eyes out. "I'm 2 months pregnant with his child too. I'm sorry, Luna," she said. My heart was torn to pieces. I ran out of the church soaked in tears. The past year was all a lie. It was all an illusion. I thought I had made the right choice. I had overlooked Liam's love for me, and now my mind recalled all his acts of love. Even though he didn't have millions, he made it work with what he had. I was blinded by greed and was too selfish to see it. I changed into a normal dress and left to stay at a hotel for some time before I could figure out my next move. The wedding was, of course, called off. I ended things with Sebastian and completely blocked his number. He could have Alexis. I spent a lonely stay at the hotel and decided to meet up with Liam. Deep down, I knew I didn't even deserve to speak to him because of what I did to him. However, he was down to meet up with me and sent me an address of where we would meet. We met at the park to have a chat. During the meetup, he explained to me that he had learned about the affair from a work colleague. Remember how I said Sebastian invested into a hedge fund? Well, Liam works in finance and knew about the affair after meeting up with the manager of that fund who introduced him to some of their clients. There, he saw Sebastian and Alexis visiting the office together. They had registered as a couple and were very intimate with each other until they saw him. Sebastian even offered to bribe him to stay quiet. What a bastard. "Do you still love me?" I asked as tears rolled down my face. "Look," Liam sighed, "I have moved on. I only wanted to look out for you," he said. Liam was seeing someone and they had been dating for 6 months. My heart was further crushed after hearing that. "As long as you are happy, Liam," I said. We hugged, bid each other goodbye, and vowed to stay in touch as friends. I had made a big mistake, and I had to swallow the bitter pill of my actions. However, though, the story is far from over. If you are enjoying the video, please give it a thumbs up. Alright, done. Let's go on with the story. I hope you have been enjoying your popcorn too. I woke up the next morning feeling dizzy and immediately threw up. I had suspected it, and my suspicions were true. I took my pregnancy kit and it tested positive. I was carrying Sebastian's child. A fortnight before our wedding, Sebastian and I spent a fervent night making love. It was about a month since then, and it was clear that I was pregnant with his child. Now I was left in the biggest dilemma in my life, and to think it all started with one bad decision. For 1 hour, I flooded the floor with my tears. Eventually, I got up and decided to go to Sebastian's mansion. I got there and my wounds were made fresh when I saw Sebastian and Alexis sitting out in their pool, kissing intimately. When Sebastian saw me, he was embarrassed. I walked up to them and sighed before I let them know it. "Sebastian, I'm pregnant with your child," I said. He didn't seem shocked, unlike Alexis, who was dumbfounded. Her belly was already growing bigger. She slapped him but decided to calm down. It was an awkward moment. He said he would pay $8,000 to me for child support every month. It was better than nothing, and since I was completely over him, I took the offer. Now I start from the bottom. I started a clothing store, and I've been doing very well for myself. My life has been a roller coaster ride, but with it, a lot of lessons were learned. I'm 8 months into the pregnancy, and I can't wait to welcome my daughter. Yes, it's a girl. Will I ever find love? I don't know. I'm still open to the idea, but I know I might never find somebody as good as Liam. In fact, he invited me to his wedding in New York. He got married to a beautiful model called Mia, with whom I have developed a good relationship with. We are really good friends. She too had a crazy journey before finding love. If you want to hear her story, Click this video right here. Her story was crazy. I know you will enjoy it. Be sure to leave a like if you enjoyed my story, subscribe, and turn on the notification bell for updates of a new upload. You could also check out the playlist of all our videos. Thanks for watching.